Okay, in this video we're going to be changing the oil and filter on a 2010 Lexus IS250. I'll show you what to do. First thing we'll do is lift the car up, obviously, and we're going to get underneath the bottom of it, and we're going to take the oil drain plug out. And then we're going to let the oil. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take out the drain plug right in the bottom of the oil pan, which is right up in here. We'll take that plug out, let the oil drain out, and I'll show you how that goes. We're going to let that drain out for a little bit. And while that's draining, I just want to show you where the filter is located on this particular car. The filter is actually located up on the driver's side, right up underneath here. So we're going to lower this cover down so we can get up into the filter. I'll show you how that goes. There's a 10mm bolt right up underneath here. We just take that bolt out and then lower the cover right down so we can gain access to the filter. I'll show you. And once you pull the cover down, you'll see that the oil filter itself is right up inside this housing right here. So we're going to take that off and we'll replace the filter. They make a special tool to unscrew this, or you can use a ratchet. It's just a 3/8 extension that'll drain the fluid out, or you can just remove it from the outside. You take the entire cover off and you replace the filter. So I'll show you how that goes. This you want to try to keep out of your way, otherwise you're going to have a pretty large mess. So now that the oil has stopped draining out, we're going to put the oil drain plug back in the oil pan, and then we'll come back right over to here. So I'll show you how it goes. Just screw the plug in by hand. You don't have to make it real tight, you just have to snug it. Wipe all your excess oil off the bottom. And then we'll bring this over to catch the oil when it drains out of there. We're going to keep this back so we don't have too much of a mess. Very tight, and that's exactly what this one is. I'll show you what I gotta do. Goes right on there, and you just unscrew it. Make a special tool for it, but you can use any kind of filter. And we'll just let it drain out a bit. We'll just let that drain. Is you just take this filter and you lift it right up and out. It pulls right out like this. And then we're going to take off this O-ring right here. And we're going to replace it with a new one. So just get rid of that too. And now we just get our new filter and gasket. We'll put it on. And we'll be right back. Okay, now that we got the new filter, we just take the filter basically and just put it right in the top, just like this here, and it pushes right in. We have a new O-ring, and we're going to put the new O-ring right back in that groove where it came out of. And you just put it around there like that. You can use anything. You can put it on by hand, or you can put it on with a screwdriver, whatever works for you, as long as it goes inside that groove right there. You want to put a light film of oil on that too, so it turns in there nice and easy. And I'll show you what you got to do next. Okay. And then basically you're just going to put it right back in there where you took it out from. And you just take it like this, screw it in here, turn it in. And you tighten it all the way down. And with the oil on there, it helps the gasket turn in without giving you a problem. And then you just lock it in place. And then we're going to put that tool back on it. We're going to tighten it up just a little bit. And I'll show you how that goes. Okay, nice and tight. And we're going to put that cover back up underneath the bottom. And remember, we just took out one 10mm screw. We just lift this up here and put the screw back in. That's it. It's all set. We're going to lower it down. We're going to put the oil and filter in. Now let's lower it down and we'll continue with that. Okay, now that we got the car back down on the ground, we're going to get ready to put the oil into it. Always check to make sure what the manufacturer calls for what oil goes in here. In this case, it's calling for 530 motor oil. So after looking it up on the computer now, I know it takes 6.7 quarts of oil. So let's put the oil in and then start it up, and we'll check it to make sure it's okay. Now that we've got the oil into the car, we're going to start it up, let it run for about maybe 15 seconds till the oil filter fills up. Then we're going to shut it off and we're going to check the level to make sure it's full. So let's do that right now. let it just sit for a minute, and then we're going to check the oil level to make sure it's full. And the dipstick, the dipstick is down on the side right here. You just pull your dipstick out, wipe it down so it's nice and clean. Push it back in until it's all the way down. Take it out. And then we'll check the level. And as you can see, it's right up to the full mark, exactly where it belongs. That's it. Okay. Make sure your oil cap is on, your dipstick is back in, and your oil is changed. And not too hard when you know what you're doing. See you on the next one. Thank you.